Hello, my name is Dylan Bear. The passage I chose is from Speaking of Courage, which shows significance due to imagery, tone, and theme within. Speaking of Courage is about the return of Norman from Iowa, taking place on the 4th of July. Norman was a soldier who fought in Vietnam and blamed himself for the death of a former soldier. He felt so much guilt that he ended up hanging himself. In this passage, author Tim O'Brien narrates the novel and speaks on what courage truly means and the emotions that Norman was feeling. Theme is used to help spread the message about the most important part of the text. On page 244, sometimes you were very brave up to a point, and then beyond that point, you were not so brave. In certain situations, you could do incredible things. You could advance enemy fire, but in other situations, which were not nearly so bad, you had trouble keeping your eyes open. Sometimes, like that night in the field, the difference between courage and cowardice was something small and stupid. Theme, especially within Speaking of Courage, plays a huge role. This is not just relevant in this quote, but actually all throughout the passage in Speaking of Courage. The author explains that courage is not just your actions, but it is also your thought process as well as your decision making. Imagery is classified as visually descriptive details within a text. This is often used to help the reader better understand the text and get an idea for what is going on. On page 243, a hot summer day, and it was all very quaint and remote. The four workmen had almost completed their preparations for the evening fireworks. Facing the sun again, Norman Bowker decided it was nearly 7 o'clock. Not much later, the radio announcer confirmed it, his voice rocking itself into a deep Sunday snooze. The imagery within this quote allows the reader to envision the story and create an image for themselves of the setting and feel of the story. This is extremely significant to the passage because it gives the reader a better sensory experience. The tone within a text is the attitude in which the writing employs. This means that it shows a lot of mood as well as emotion. On page 243, how the rain never stopped, how the cold worked into your bones. Sometimes, the bravest thing on earth was to sit through the night and feel the cold in your bones. Courage was not a matter of yes or no. Sometimes it came in degrees, like the cold. The use of tone within this text shows an extreme amount of importance that helps the reader sense a sadness or gloomy tone in the narrator's voice. This gloomy tone helps stem from the pity that his fellow soldier Max was now dead after he had drowned in the lake. O'Brien explains this all through a very specific tone that helps the reader comprehend the emotions that he is feeling and going through.